agenda is coming to you from the capital and from Chennai today, because we are talking about the fate of lakhs of students who are medical aspirants, and they've sat for an exam just a few days ago and they hope to sit for another exam in July as well. But what's troubling them is that this one exam for medical colleges across the country, will it be fair for students across the country? And we have all the players from that case here on agenda, and Uma will also be getting us special inputs. Uma, what do you have?
Sunitra, I have with me students who have appeared for the NEET exam and also parents who are very anguished with this entire situation because they feel goalposts have been changed at the last minute, and that has made Justice Harid has made it Justice Buried, as one of them put it.
Uma, we will hear from them in just a bit. Let me just introduce the people who are fighting the case in Supreme Court. Let me just remind our viewers, Supreme Court heard today the complaints of various states, whether it is Maharashtra, whose board exam, which used to admit all the medical schools in the state, is scheduled to take place just in a couple of days from now. Maharashtra is saying, what will happen to our exam? This is completely against the interests of our students. Tamil Nadu, where Uma has its own problem, which Uma will let all the students tell you. But other states, Gujarat and everybody else, is also fighting. Aligarh Muslim University is also fighting, saying that they have their own exam. Apart from this, minority colleges like Vellore Christian Medical College says that exempt us because we are a completely different institute. So we have Vikas Singh, who is the government lawyer. He will tell us why they needed it. We also have Major Gulshan Garg. They represent an NGO, and they took this case to court saying that we need one exam. He'll tell us why it's so necessary. R.K. Kapoor has been fighting the case for one particular student. We'll be hearing from him. And of course, we have all the students over here. But if we can have Vikas Singh first with the first talking point. Explain to people, Vikas Singh, why this is such a big deal, because we've had people fighting. People are really upset about this because it's become a case of federalism as well. Some people are saying it's the center trying to dictate to others what they should do. And that's really what we are asking. So do we need this common medical entrance exam? Let me take it to the first petitioner, Major Garg. Why is it that we need it when so many people, we're going to hear from the Tamil Nadu students, when so many people say that they can't give that the test, the common exam is only in English and Hindi. They can't give it in their language. So why do we need this?
See, our focus was to bring transparency. Initially, when we went to court in January 2013 to bring NEET, the focus was to bring the transparency and the meritorious students to the medical colleges, because the individual colleges, they were taking their own exams. Few are not taking it properly. They are doing it with the capitation fee. You are seeing the reports in newspaper. The meritorious students are left out. We want everywhere the students should go through the merit all over India. Later on, I mean, they can keep their fee structure as per their requirement, as per the requirement of running the course. So
how are meritorious students getting left out in the state exams?
They were taking their own individual exams, and exams were not being conducted fairly, and every student knows about this. Even the MCI is aware, but when we went to MCI proposed the NEET examination, they came with the notification in 2012. People came against NEET notification.
Okay. So basically what the government is also saying is that this takes away, because we've had things like the Vyapam scam from Madhya Pradesh. They say, proponents and supporters of that say, that all that manipulation that may happen, if you have one common exam for the entire country, states don't have that opportunity to manipulate. Uma, that's their argument. How are the students in Tamil Nadu, will they explain to people over here in the center why it is they feel this is so unfair?
Why do you feel it is so unfair, this common entrance exam?
Mainly time constraint. We weren't given enough time. They told us 2 days before the exam that AIPMT, that is a pre-medical or dental test, would be considered as NEET. That is completely unfair. And we are state board students, so we need time to cope up with that syllabus.
It has suddenly sprung on you. All of you took the state syllabus because here, in fact, your government said there is going to be no entrance exams to make it possible for rural students also to compete, for all of you to also reduce overall stress.
Yeah, we are basically state board students and we opted for state board syllabus for the purpose of government medical seats basically. And in case if we would have been, told a prior, maybe a year ahead or by the state government or the central government, then the time period would have been sufficient for us to appear. But I basically say no to entrance tests.
No to this entrance test. I'm actually going to go across to you. Our guest in Delhi was arguing that merit is getting compromised because you don't have a common entrance exam.
See, all these years, AIMS has been admitting by merit, but I was recently reading that only 6% of their doctors stay in India and work. Are we producing doctors to send them abroad? That's a big question that needs to be answered. Merit in what understanding? Every institution, for instance, MGIMS Varda has got a different understanding of merit. CMC Vellore has got a different understanding of merit, and Tamil Nadu government has been kind of seeing that rural students get into medical colleges. That's been their greatest achievement, and this one move is likely to affect the landscape of medical facility in Tamil Nadu. Because if you see, it's very difficult to make a doctor from a city go and work in a rural hamlet in Tamil Nadu. It's going to be very, very difficult. Although urban dispersal is very high in Tamil Nadu, it's going to be very, very difficult. And there are such good institutions. All the top, if you take the top 10 medical institutions in the country, almost 3-4 are in Tamil Nadu, if you include Zipmer as well, which is in the neighboring place. So why not we adopt what is being followed here in the rest of the country? That would have been a better move, no? Rather than see that only 6% of our doctors stay in the country.
Doctor, you yourself are a medical doctor who passed out of Tamil Nadu College, and you believe there is no reason at all to have a common entrance exam.
Yeah. See, in Tamil Nadu, past 30 years, if you look at it, the system of education in medical aspect is going very smoothly. I don't think any disparity like the quality of the doctors or the quality of seeing the patient is coming down. See, if you take it in a merit system, people are opting to go to the medical colleges, government medical colleges. Those who are unable to get the medical seats in the government colleges, they are opting for the private medical college. So in that case, if your daughter or a son is getting low marks, so naturally they have the tendency to choose either the government medical college or the private medical, and the private medical colleges are all good in our state and exclusively in Tamil Nadu.
Actually, the argument, Sunitra, that many of them put forth is that having a common entrance exam certainly doesn't guarantee merit. When a system is running well, why should we disturb it? Why should we not give time to youngsters? For these days, as you know, parents prepare long term for these, for their children's career, and this springing it at the last minute was unfair on these students.
And I think what the students in and the doctors there in Tamil Nadu are saying, many people in Maharashtra also saying, just to point out to our viewers, this has become the big topic in Parliament as well. During 0 hour, MPs from across the country, from Assam, from Maharashtra, they raised this issue. They felt it was against their students or the students there. So Vikas Singh, as someone who is fighting for the government stand on having this common entrance exam, I want to ask you, you heard a lot of what the students in Tamil Nadu are saying. Why is this central? Many people feel that it's also favorable towards those who have been brought up in the CBSE system. Why is it that this is being enforced on students who are in Tamil Nadu, in other parts of the country?
Well, first things, I must clear a lot of misconception. When we talk of students from Tamil Nadu, whether it be NEET, which is being done, or their own exam, in any case, they will compete amongst themselves only. And I'll tell you how. When we have an All India examination, firstly, the examination level of the examination is a uniform level which is specified by the Medical Council of India, which no state government can tell you. That is number one. Number two, when the NEET examination is held, it is merely giving the marks that the student will obtain at the examination. For the purpose of being selected to a medical college within the state will follow its own policy of domicile as well as reservation. Now, when the state follows the policy of domicile and reservation, even if you may have appeared in a All India exam, you will be judged only amongst the people of Tamil Nadu. whether it be general category or it be reserved category, because only those people will be able to be selected for the final admission for the state quota. So even though it may be an all India exam held by under the Medical Council of India, the exam ultimately will just throw a merit list. Now, if supposing there is an exam by the Tamil Nadu government and it has a merit list and Tamil Nadu students would be accordingly given the ranking in that merit list, this is something like that only. It's just that it's one exam. It's meant to be convenient for the students. They don't have to run from center to center and spend thousands and thousands of rupees for every examination. They have to just appear in one examination. There will be one merit list. It will entitle them to take admission in the All India quota. On the basis of this merit list, which counselling will be done by the DGMS, which is the Delhi Director General of Health Services. And if they don't get it into the All India quota, they are entitled to apply for the state quota from the same merit list, and for that they will be competing amongst their own students only.